The following Jackass Nation production is powered by Cinelinks. Cinelinks.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinks. You're listening to Gifted Talkers, powered by Cinelinks.com and presented by the Jackass Nation and the Offshoots Radio Network. And now, your host, the Jackass.
All right, welcome back. Gifted Talkers is back. The Gifted is back. I have settled all the reindeer issues in the Kayfabe studio, so we are back here in the Kayfabe studio. It is your host, the one, the only, the Jersey Jackass, your boy, B to the C. Hit me up on Twitter at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. And I am once again sitting here with Quad C himself. He tweets from @MoveTheJoystick. It's Matt.
That's right. Man, you know what's like disappointing is that it's after the new year, so you've already put the reindeer in storage.
Yeah, Blitzen got rowdy and things happened.
That's amazing, though. I mean, but storage isn't like, you know, your normal storage like in everywhere else. Like, It's really just downstairs in its own like little stable, and it has like a personal chef that comes by every day and feeds it good. Like, man, I love Kayfabe Studios. Like, could I live here?
I'm sorry, no.
Damn it! I had to do this show last time from Channel Control Studios, and that's a fine studio. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, you spare no expense for kayfabe.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Audio quality from Channel Control Studio is very nice.
That's what he spends all of his money on.
I was listening to it, and I was like, man, it is very nice.
Yeah,
there's no ambient noise.
No.
Kayfabe Studio, while nice, still gets the random airplane.
Yes, it does. But hey, that just, you know, your personal pilot is flying around, and it needs to practice at all times of the day. So
absolutely.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Just burns up fuel, makes me spend more money. It's great. It's
money is no object to you.
I know. I don't know what he does up there all day, but you know, whatever. I mean, it's all fine.
Who knows?
So.
An invisible plane.
Anyway, The Gifted is back. Great episode. I was not on last week or last year. Last year.
That's right.
Really enjoyed it. You guys seem to think that Dreamer was killed for no reason.
Yes, she was killed for no reason.
The only thing I want to bring up is I completely disagree with that. I think that there's a very specific reason they killed her. They brought her up, they built her up as a character. We had theories of where she was going to go, what she was going to do, and then we just kill her off. That really sets up stakes in the show. That makes you go, look, we're going to kill some people. Your characters may not make it all the way through, and in the show, the guy, the doctor still got what he wanted. But for us, the viewer, we now know, shoot, we gonna kill something. Like there are real stakes here. Like people's lives are at stake.
Look, I'm not gonna say that like the death didn't help for character building, because like you look at what happened with Blink, and now she is kind of like all invested, all in from what we saw in this episode, and that's based off of what happened with Dreamer.
Yeah.
But as a character, like, and as a plot point, she died for nothing. Because of the fact that, like, the guy got what he wanted in the end. And pretty much it's just, well, she's dead. There you go. But again,
as a plot point, it is to build stakes. You know, it's like what the Avengers did when they brought in Quicksilver and they killed off Quicksilver.
I still hate that. But yes.
Did they kill off Quicksilver?
Yes.
Me too. I liked their
Quicksilver. I liked Quicksilver a lot.
He was fun.
He was. What, you didn't see that coming? I love that line!
And I love Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yes, he deserves to still be in Avengers movies.
Absolutely. But anyway, okay, so this episode was entitled 3x1.
Yes, and I like that because it had to do with the cuckoos.
Yeah, and the X was the 3x1. The by was the X, so it's 3x1.
Right.
So
and I gotta say, like, this was a great way to start the season off again in the new year. It was just fun. It was good, and bringing in the cuckoos and then having them like being part of Hellfire Club.
Yeah,
and that whole now storyline makes it really intriguing. And anybody who was out of this entire show, this series, because it was boring or whatever, maybe it got a little stale, can now be pulled back in because of the Hellfire Club.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I really like the. I didn't really like the flashback. It was kind of.
It was meh.
Yeah, it was put in there for one line later on.
Yeah.
And I was like, the purifiers. Who are these guys supposed to be?
Yeah, that part was the most disappointing part, I would say, or one of the, because you had a good moment with Blink where you're finally seeing, like, okay, like, we're having a little bit of backstory. We're seeing that she used to have a relationship and she, everything was fine. But then suddenly, these guys named the Purifiers come in and screw everything up, and the humans wouldn't really back her, and now, that's it. And the politician helped fund the Purifiers, and that's it.
And then later you get that one line,
which was
quick.
That.
Yeah,
the Purifier.
He's a Purifier. Was that okay? So that's what the flashback was for. Was so you could use that line. I don't think you really needed that line.
And I expected after seeing that for Purifiers to show up.
Yeah,
and I would be like, okay, fine, all right, cool. Purifiers are here now. That's another enemy. But that was not the case, and instead Blink was just, in a relationship, and I think watched Hitman Agent 47. I don't know. I was looking at the movies.
Oh, what they went to see?
Yeah, because they had, like, Hitman Agent 47, and then, like, a bunch of others that I didn't know.
And they said it was a brooding movie, so I don't know. I never saw Hitman Agent 47.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured there, so. But anyway, so... Let's jump into the episode starts with the Cuckoos, and who we do get their last name later on.
It is actually Frost. Yeah.
So we'll get into that.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there talking with someone of the Hellfire Club,
who can turn anything into diamonds, apparently. Which
is that what he did?
Yeah.
I saw him put a diamond. I thought he just put a diamond down.
No, he had picked something up in his hands, and you heard like a little audible thing, and suddenly he had like a tiny ass diamond.
Okay, and he gives it to them, which again, see, this is all before the name Frost shows up.
Yes,
and I'm still thinking, well, these are because I listened to the last one, y'all talk about the Stepford Cuckoos, which again was, I agreed with y'all, the dumb name. But that's we had a lot of dumb names back in the day.
Like, I don't know why they even kept the Cuckoo's name, because even that doesn't make sense.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But okay, so they say, we're gonna get the Underground to help us so that we can rebuild the Hellfire Club, but we have to stop the Hounds. I liked the Easter egg of rebuilding the Hellfire Club.
Yes, I like that too.
And I'm like, okay, cool, because we now know the Hellfire Club did exist because it was a part of First Class.
Right.
And again, now with the Disney merger, how's this going to go forward? I don't know, because I was thinking theoretically, there's nothing that says, yes, this is exactly connected to the X-Men universe. There are hints.
Well, they say a lot about the X-Men,
but there are hints, but it could be any X. It could be another X-Men universe. It could be, they could rebuild the X-Men universe, and it would still fit into this show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. And I think because they're not really like tying in the X-Men with the Brotherhood, I think they're trying to symbolize that the Underground is the X-Men, and the Brotherhood is Hellfire Club.
Yeah. Which would be really cool to see.
It would be, and I think that's where we're headed. Mm-hmm. But we'll get more into that a little bit later. But I like that you're finally starting to see those lines being drawn in the sand. Yeah,
and then we have the dueling funerals there.
I liked that.
Yes, with Turner, giving a speech about his fallen brother.
That was still kind of awkward, though. They started bringing up Lucifer and, like, his intentions. And I'm like, you're at a funeral, bro. You could, like, tell somebody that later.
Wrong time, bro.
Yeah.
And then Dreamer's funeral. And we get back, and we have a little moment with Blink and Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Good little moment.
It was nice. And
I gotta say, Matt, I get this. I'm hip. I'm cool. I know lingo.
Yes.
You, on the other hand, you got the ship wrong.
I'm sure I do. I am as white as bread.
Exactly. Now, we as the audience, we ship people.
Okay.
All right. You got that? You said it one time right.
All right.
Last episode, but they don't ship themselves.
Okay. Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So we ship them.
I'm shipping them hard.
There we go. All right, we're back on there. We will teach
so
Rob.
they can ship each other
too. Speaking of, Rob did a really good job on that episode.
He did. He does a very nice job.
Filled in very well for me. So
I mean, nobody can be you, but when they can't, Rob's he's a great substitute. But I liked it. I'm still not on board with the Dreamer death, mainly because I was into the idea that Dreamer, there was going to be that love triangle between Dreamer and Blink and Thunderbird. But that ended up not being the case, and instead it was that, like what I said the last time, it was that Fast and Furious moment where now this guy doesn't have to choose. It's all just so convenient that one of his love interests is dead, and now he gets Blink.
yeah, but I think it's going to be a lot more difficult than that. I don't think it's because I think it's going to take time.
I think so
for them
too.
to really start to be together or anything like that.
But I also think that Thunderbird isn't going to I don't think his depression is going to last as long as maybe they just insinuated.
Yeah. So, the sisters show up down with the underground, right, pretty much right after that moment there.
Yes.
They're like, what are we going to do? And then, boom, we got trouble. They're beating our defenses. And in walk the sisters. And,
I love them.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I did not know what to expect from Ismay. And now that she is finally shown and, is established as a cuckoo, the three of them together, how they talk for each other and they do everything and they talk at the same time, man, they're so awesome. I love them.
And they'll finish sentences together, and it's really cool, and I really like how they did this.
And you're getting that hive mind, which is what they are. They're a hive mind. So I love that, they always are connected, and you can see that now just with the dialogue and the way they talk, the way they do things. They are connected. When they're off doing different things, they're like, oh, where are your other sisters? Oh, they're off handling errands. They know where each other is. It's just, I love it.
So the Mutant Underground says, okay, you said your piece, get the F out. Well, let us think about this.
Yeah.
And then think quickly.
Yeah.
This is where we find out that now Reed and Mama have decided we gotta go. We need to leave.
This part of the story I hated the most.
Me too.
I liked everything else. You put everything else around it, I was fine with. But this was an issue for me because these people have been protecting you this entire time, and now you're up and just going to decide to leave. And then I guess the way that the kids reacted to this was also kind of an issue because it seemed like you had Lauren on board, and then suddenly she's not on board. When she's talking to Andy about it, she's like, maybe we just should do this. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we just should go. And Andy is drawing a wolf very quickly because after he had thrown away a bunch of images, he suddenly starts drawing, and now he has a picture of a wolf.
Well, Mom can pick things up very quickly, so can Andy, apparently.
It's a mutant trait.
Yeah.
So it's...
I'm wondering what the wolf was... Is it because
I thought it was a lone wolf sort of deal?
Is that what it is? Because they showed it to you and like there's supposed to be some kind of meaning to it being a wolf.
Yeah, and I was thinking it was a lone wolf mentality, or maybe it was about the pack. I don't know.
Maybe he's a fan of Baron Corbin.
Could be.
WWE.
It's true.
Yeah. But yeah. So I mean I get that too. I think that was more of her trying to talk her way into it, but at the same time not really want to be okay with it.
But man, as soon as she went over to that other place, she got on board with it super quick.
We'll get to that. I liked that they wanted to fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. I'm cool with this because the kids are ready to fight.
They've been ready to fight.
And now they're really getting we need to do something.
Yeah.
And they need to get their super suits. I'm just saying.
It's never going to happen.
They were cool suits.
It's never going to happen.
It was cool.
It was not. It was for research purposes.
I'm just saying. I would have liked it. But so they're getting ready to leave. Eclipse doesn't want them to go. I like this exchange with Eclipse and them. He's kind of like, I understand, but I wish you would stay.
Yeah.
So.
And I love how that line of so what can we expect when we get there? Not much. They don't have anything. And he's like, oh. And I almost kind of thought that was a moment where Eclipse was trying to throw out as many details so that way they reconsider their thoughts. Hey, everything you like here, it's not there. You don't have any amenities.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
So, So they get to their new spot. Mm-hmm. And here's the human projectionist again.
West, I think.
Wes.
Oh,
No T.
Whatever. I hate this guy so much.
Literally says in my notes. And then there's this guy again.
Uh-huh.
I don't like this kid. I really don't. It's just... No.
He's annoying to me.
Yeah.
Like even the whole projection thing, like when we see it later in action, like at first, okay, all right, like, that's fine. He's security. He just puts up images and makes sure you're good. Fine, okay, cool, I get that. But then, like later on, you see it in action, and I'm like, that is worthless. That is a useless power.
All you're doing is hiding yourselves. Even though, like y'all could just go to another room.
Yeah.
Like
what is that stopping?
Exactly. It was kind of annoying. I just
and their sudden like back to blossoming romance again was just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't like the character.
Yeah, that's my problem with it.
Yeah,
I don't like the character, and I love Natalie Allen Lynn.
Yes, you do.
So I don't no.
Like I wanted to see someone new.
Yeah.
Come in, like the leader of that establishment, walk up and just be like, "Hey guys, this is my place. Thank you so much. You know, you guys are welcome to whatever you guys want." Not Wes to be the only guy there, like that's just part of the welcoming committee.
Yeah.
That's it.
So then we get our sisters who there were the Mutant Underground is investigating the sisters. Okay, so their names are so and so.
It was Ismay, Phoebe
is one,
and Sophie.
Sophie.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're like, yeah, their last name is Cuckoo. But no, the last name is Frost.
It was Frost.
But they've gone by Cuckoo. I was like, that's a good Easter egg.
Yeah.
That was a good way to use that.
Yes.
And not really use it.
Well, and that's a good confirmation too for what me and Rob were talking about a couple weeks ago, where we weren't sure entirely if they were like Emma Frost clones.
Yeah.
And now we know those are Emma Frost clones.
Yes. Exactly. And so now that we know who they are, love the Easter egg, they're going to divide and conquer.
Yes.
Is it Ismay? One of them goes to
I don't know which
Andy.
who was who. And they even asked like, "Who are you?" And they're like, "Does it matter?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. And I love that she's sitting there talking with Andy, and you're just like, yeah, she doesn't even have to use her power on this kid, because this kid's just like, well, this girl's hot.
Yeah, that's it. That's his thought. It wasn't the whole, hey, I can help you fight. Like, it was the whole, you're hot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how I would have been. I've been like, you know what? Screw it. I'm on your side. Like, let's do this. Because one, there's three of you. And two, you're hot.
Oh my god! Like, I'm just imagining if we were in this situation and we were on the run, like just some hot girl comes up to you and it's like, yeah, screw my friends, whatever, I don't care. They've helped me through thick and thin. I don't need them. You're hot.
You're hot. I'm
so
with you.
I'm gonna go with you. Don't care what you're gonna do to my powers. I get you're with Trask. I don't care. You're hot.
I'm just saying.
Next time I see BC, you're gonna be a hound because you're with. Trask. You're like, do
they do experiments on you? No, hot girl's just hot, man. I look at her, bro. I'm gonna have to kill you because
is she using mind control on you? No, she's just hot.
She hadn't done a damn thing. She just asked me to do stuff. I'm like, you got it. Kissed me on the cheek the other day. It was
worst ally ever.
So she's kind of implanting into him, like, yo, you need to stop being a little kid. You're Andrew Von Strucker. Like, put your foot down.
Yeah. Which I like that, because also now that turns him into what we talked about.
Adds more development to him being Brotherhood.
He is going to be part of the Hellfire.
Yeah.
That is what his end
I just worry. I'm like, what are they going to do? How are they going to split these two up, the siblings? Because their power is so strong when they're together.
Yeah.
So...
But after what happened, like, they keep talking about how they're afraid of their power.
Yeah.
So if they're so afraid of their power, then they're not going to want to use it.
And I still think this is going to be a very long turn. Like, I don't think this... Like we're going to have to get to a season 3 before he turns.
I think it's going to be the end of season 2. Because I think with this next episode being 2 hours long, I still don't think that's enough time for him to just suddenly change.
Yeah.
But I think season 2,
Yeah.
that's when the Hellfire Club's going to be established.
And then
everything.
he turns at the very end.
Yeah.
Which makes him part of the bad guys for season 3.
Right.
And then somewhere in season 4, they got to get back together and handshake to do some stuff.
And that'll be like the next time we ever see them with the hand-holding thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and so then the other sister goes to Polaris, who makes her, zombie walk outside.
This is interesting. Polaris's arc with the baby is interesting.
Yes. But here, before we get into the baby, they're trying to manipulate her into helping the club because of who her father was.
Yeah.
And I literally go, bro.
Yes. I'm like, say it. Say the
it.
name. Say the name.
And they didn't.
No, but they said he was a king.
Yeah.
In the Hellfire Club. And I'm like, yeah, that would be Magneto. Magneto would be a king.
Yeah, and I love that it kind of shows that she doesn't really know who her father is. She knows who her adopted father is.
Right.
But I don't think she really knows who her birth father is.
But that kind of calls into question about the fact that she had, like, daddy issues. So I'm wondering if, like, the fact that, like, the whole pilot thing, maybe her not knowing who her actual biological father was, is those daddy issues that she was talking about.
Yeah. So, or it's just one of those things that girls just like to say, oh, I got daddy issues. Yeah.
It's not an excuse anymore.
It's not. All right, it's 2018.
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the pregnancy.
Yeah.
I was weird. Like, she had green, the green, like, little Aurora Borealis coming up.
Uh-huh.
And then it turned to black and red.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really curious about what that's about.
Exactly. And I was like, okay, there's something going on. I don't know what it is going on.
Yeah.
And the fact that she says she's changing it. Now, Eclipse is on the complete opposite side of this. So it's causing a little bit of an argument between the two of them on which side to stand on. And she's telling him, hey, something's changing. Things are in the mist.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really know what it is. He doesn't really know what we don't really know what it is. I'm excited to see what happens with the kid.
I love that you've got now two characters that could turn. I don't want to say go bad, but could turn and go the Hellfire Club way. Because you've got Polaris now, who is all on board for, like, whatever means necessary. Yeah. The Cuckoo's got it right. Let's do this. And then you've got now Andy, who we've said from the beginning is going to go dark at one point.
Yeah.
So we've got those now dynamics that are going to be really intriguing leading into this finale.
Absolutely. So while the mutants are debating on what they want to do, Sentinel Services launches an attack on the other location where the Struckers are.
Yes.
Because we go in there and we see that Turner is still dealing with the doctor. The doctor's like, you did the right thing taking those kids out. Let's work together to get those kids back.
Yeah. I do like how the doctor's just manipulating this guy, like over and over again. But I remember watching this scene where they showed up to this one compound and I'm like, how the hell did they know that was there? So BS, like, what the hell, Fox? How the hell are you trying to, like, just suddenly they're there, they know where they are, and they're like, oh, I got an anonymous tip. How the hell do you have an anonymous tip? We'll get to that later.
Yeah, absolutely. So we get a call over to the Mutant Underground. They're like, hey, yo, Struckers are the compound they just got attacked by Sentinel Services. Let's send a squad. Well, let's just send our 4 main characters.
Yes, we don't need a squad.
We don't need any glorified extras this week.
No, Blade's just gonna open up the portal. It's fine. We're just gonna go.
Drive up there, and that's when they decided to surround the house. I'm like,
oh, that's right. They had a car. They didn't even take Blade.
Yeah,
or they didn't even use a portal.
My thing was, they drive up, and then they're like, okay, let's surround the house. You would have done that when you first got there. You're a military agency.
Yeah.
You're not just like showing up to the front and being like, no, we're good in the front, guys.
Yeah, we don't need to go in the back. Like, there's not another path. There couldn't be another path.
So they get in there. We see that the doctor has made his own little hand holding thing to combine mutant powers, and I guess
it's kind of crude, but
it's kind of pointless.
It is. I was expecting Eclipse to like blow it up at one point, but it never happened.
Something.
Yeah.
And projectionist is, just dying projecting for no apparent reason.
Yeah, okay, so they pull down the wall, and now they're exposed, and his first thought is projection. And I'm going to hold this. So the Sentinel Service is like, well, no one was in that room. Let's not worry about that. But let's just keep blowing up that room.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
I don't understand the projection. Freaking Epson is annoying the crap out of me. He has no point.
Call him Epson.
He's a projector.
That's cool. I like that. So, Thunderbird, they all get in there. They get the crew out. Epson passes out because he's using the power too damn strong. Because apparently it's draining,
Yeah.
You got to project stuff. You're a human projectionist.
Yes.
You get drained.
It's exhausting.
It happens. We get outside. We're running. We're like, okay, we have nowhere to go. There's people in front of us. There's people behind us. They have our car. What are we going to do? And all of a sudden, the sisters call out to little Andy.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo.
They hot.
We got to go this way. This is the way we got to go.
I hope they can't read my thoughts right now.
Or Andy's like, I hope they are reading my thoughts. Yeah, how you doing?
What up, girl? What up? I ain't legal yet.
So
I got you. I broke you on that.
And they're you did. You got me there. And they're all real quick to be like, all right, cool. Let's just follow the kid. Like that works. I don't think they would have been like that. They would have been like, no, dude, you're 12. Shut up.
Yeah, you have a concussion. You don't know
Will
what
Smith
day it is.
did a whole movie about how bad that is. All right?
Yeah. You're in the concussion protocol. You'll be in the next play. Don't worry.
So they cut off, they run out, and then hear the cuckoo frosts, and they got some nice cars, and they're all dressed in black, and they're like, yo, what up? We're heading out.
Yeah.
Get in the car. So they get in the car, they drive off. We eventually find out that it was them that tipped them off to go to the Struckers.
Yeah, so that way they could earn their trust.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I thought that made a whole lot of sense. Yeah. And it tied up the whole episode together in a nice, neat little bow.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really liked how, they're like, look, the people with the Hellfire Club are not happy with this. Like, you put a lot of people in danger. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, they don't do anything. Like, we're the ones that are going, if you want to handle this on your own, feel free. But we're going to go ahead and just get things done.
Right.
I like that because it's kind of showing that maybe they're going to eventually end up being the leaders.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to where this is going to take this series. Because I think this is what we've been waiting for this entire time. Yeah. We're waiting for a big bad to show up. We got the Doctor. And then we were waiting for some sort of establishment to show up to show that line in the sand. To show that there are going to be good mutants and bad mutants. Or not necessarily bad, but those who would take like any means necessary. And we thought it was going to be X-Men and the Brotherhood. That's where we thought we were going to be headed to. But now we know it's going to be the Underground and the Hellfire Club. And I am like over the moon about this. But what I hate the most about this episode is what we saw at the end with what happens in the next episode.
The preview?
Yeah, the preview.
I have not watched the preview yet.
Well, okay, but it's not so much what happens in the preview. It's the fact that they said in 2 weeks. It's the 2-hour season finale.
Okay, so we came back.
So
we came back for one show. Now we're off. So we don't have a show again next week?
We don't have a show again next week. And I just think that's just poor planning. Why do if you want to hold off from being on during the national championship game, I totally understand that. That's fine. But then you come back for the 15th. And then you come back for the 22nd, and that is the end of The Gifted for season 1.
Yeah.
Don't have a skip, weeks just because you wanted to have an episode on New Year's Day.
Yeah. Well, I get it because I hate it because it's not just The Gifted that does this. All shows do this. They come back one episode. All right, we're gone for another week now.
Arrowverse. Arrowverse is notorious about that.
Yeah, Gotham does it.
Yeah.
Shows do this, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. It
it's
drives
poor
me
planning.
nuts. Especially in today's age.
Yeah.
I do. I get it back when we didn't have DVRs. I get it back when we didn't have Hulu.
Sure.
But now, Okay, cool. We have Hulu. I don't need to watch it at the same time as the national championship.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the national championship. Who gives a crap? The Longhorns aren't there. So it's a pointless game to watch.
Well, OU lost last night, so you should feel happy.
I didn't even know that. Who cares? I
tweeted you about it.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't really think anything of it because I just saw Sooners. I'm like, whatever. I hate that.
It was pretty great. It was a pretty great gift that you need to check out.
And the Sooners suck, and I don't care anything about what they do. But Texas is not in the national championship, so we should have a damn gifted game. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Are you just saying?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right, we have the Gifted Bowl. Put the Hellfire Club and the Underground versus Sentinel Services. So Turner and the Doctor meet with Sentinel Services and yo, we need to expand this Hound project because it's working pretty good.
Yeah. So they're gonna get funding.
Yeah.
Good for them. They needed that for their startup. But what I'm intrigued by is that in 2 weeks we have the preview. We have the 2-hour finale, and the preview had a very interesting take because it wasn't it didn't show a lot of plot points. It showed one plot point.
Yeah.
And that Polaris could be turning really quickly.
Oh,
because
really?
she's ready to just blow everything up. Okay. So it's going to be really cool what's going to happen this next one. And it does make me think that the next preview we're going to get is going to be something that has to do with her father. I don't know if they're going to blatantly show Magneto.
Oh.
But I think they're going to show something. Maybe it's like a hand or a leg or something that you're like, oh, I think that was Magneto.
Because I don't think we're going to get Michael Fassbender or Ian McKellen on this show.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
So I hope that I don't want them.
It would be hilarious though if Ian McKellen showed up and he's just like, I'm an old man now.
Well, yeah, because I still see this technically as before the opening of Days of Future Past.
Yes.
So it would be older.
Yeah,
Magneto
absolutely.
That showed up.
They have cell phones.
Well, yeah,
it's definitely.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's very interesting. I haven't really formed a prediction yet. Mm-hmm. But I'll work on it by the time we get the predictions. So, okay, but that's our episode. What were things you liked, things you didn't like about it?
What I loved was, and I've said it several times, I love the Cuckoos. I love that they brought them in and they introduced the Hellfire Club because it creates a new layer of interest for this show. Because just the Underground versus Trask was getting kind of stagnant a little bit. But now you have this added element of the Hellfire Club, and it just brings a whole new dynamic to the entire series. And it actually it unlocks a lot of these characters to open up to their true potential. Yeah. So it's really cool for that. Things I didn't like the flashback, and I hate the scheduling of this. And also the kids leaving, all that stuff, like going to that different like compound. I hated that. But I just hate the scheduling that we have to now wait another 2 weeks just to see the season finale.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was how. I just figured it was back and we're gonna have 3 weeks of shows.
We do not.
I'm kind of disappointed that we're not gonna do that. Positives. I love the dueling funeral scene.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was probably one of the coolest ways to open up the show, or theoretically open the show. And I really love the juxtaposition of the mutants being like, look, we die just like them. At the same time, Turner being like, they're not like us.
Yeah, they're Lucifer.
Yeah.
They're the devil.
So, and I love how they do the Cuckoo Frosts.
Yeah.
I love how it's so in sync. When they walk in, their steps are in sync. They're one of them starting a sentence, but they're all finishing the sentences. And it's just so intertwined and so well worked.
And I want to see how they film that.
Yeah. Because
they're not triplets. No. That's one woman who's doing all those lines. And I just think it's amazing how they just do it all in sync.
It is. It's really cool, and I really do enjoy like that aspect of them. That's why I'm really loving those characters, because that's just really cool to see.
Yeah.
Negative wise, Thunderbird can't cry.
He can't. That's why he kind of covered his face.
Yeah, look, and I get it. It's hard for some actors to cry on cue and stuff. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. You didn't have to have him do it. You could have just had him look off into the distance or something. He can do brooding very well.
Yeah.
So you could have just had him do the whole brood. You didn't have to do him terrible cry.
I'm good.
Yeah, that was awful.
Man tears.
Awful. Some of those, I was like, oh, come on now. Y'all are a lot smarter than this. Y'all could have done this a lot better. Come on now.
Yeah.
I also hated the purifiers because it was completely pointless.
It was absolutely pointless.
Like, you literally had that flashback scene just so we can have this one line later in the show.
Yeah.
That made no sense whatsoever.
And it didn't even develop the character at all.
No.
Because we knew Blink had an issue.
Yeah.
We knew that she had an issue with humans and mutants and all that.
Yeah.
This did not help anything.
No, not at all. It didn't really show us why she really had. I mean, it's just
purifiers.
Yeah.
That congressman is a purifier. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
We learned that in the flashback. Thanks, Blink.
Appreciate you.
You're awesome. And then she just left her car. Like, she's gonna have to go back for the car.
She don't care about her car.
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's ruined. It had a Molotov cocktail thrown in there.
I mean, yeah, but there's something in your car that you need.
No, it's dead. Whatever it was is gone.
So you're telling me if someone burns your car, you're just like, damn, I gotta see if I can get this out of it.
What would I need to get out of a charred car?
I'm gonna need my chair. I got a chair in the back of the car in case
That thing is burned to a crisp. It's gone.
It's a steel chair. I think it would survive.
Get over it.
I think the steel chair would survive.
I don't think it will. I mean, let the past die.
Oh, let's go light the car on fire and see if the goddamn chair survives. All right.
As long as it's your car, not mine.
Ooh, I was gonna go with your car. All right. So predictions. Then we kind of already got into this a little bit. You saw the preview.
Yeah, and Polaris goes crazy.
Polaris goes crazy. That's good explanation of the preview.
Yep.
All right. So you're thinking she's gonna basically run this.
I really think so. And it could be one of those smoke screens that they like to do because we've seen Thunderbird carry a brick a lot.
Yeah.
But I think that she's just going to want blood. Yeah. And I don't know if it's going to be the kid that's really making her or maybe her newly developed bipolar disorder.
Well, they had spoken about that.
I didn't know that.
I remember them speaking about it, but it was like a one-line, very quick thing.
Okay, I thought I was trying to go back and see when we saw her have a bipolar episode, and I never saw that.
It was not focused on very much.
Okay,
it was kind of like in passing. So
she's going through an episode. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think she's gonna be the main catalyst that I guess blows everything up, I want to say. But I'm going to be curious to see if by the end of it, if she turns from Eclipse. Which, let's talk about Eclipse for a second.
Yeah.
He's talking about morals and all this other stuff and not I guess muddying up what your belief system is. And yet he went back to the cartel and is doing jobs for the cartel. So I'm like, you don't really have any room to talk, bro.
Exactly, because you're doing some
shady
mixed up
things.
stuff. So you need to calm down. You need to stop judging. All right, this is a judge-free zone.
Yes.
All right, it's 2018.
Calm your tits.
I think we're gonna go to war here.
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be Sentinel Services, and I think we're going to go ahead, jump ahead, and the Hound program is going to jump up another level already.
Sure. I mean, they did just get a whole bunch of new mutants from that compound.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, yes, we're finally going... I think you're right. I think we're going to get some kind of real Easter egg for Magneto.
Yeah, Magneto.
It's going to be something. I don't know what it's going to be, whether it's by name or something, but we're going to actually get something.
Yeah.
I think. My question is, and I'm trying to find this out, has it been renewed for the second season yet?
That's a good question. I know we got a full season order whenever it came out.
Full season.
Yeah.
A full half season.
Like 12 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
And I can't seem to find anything online about it being renewed yet.
I almost wonder if they're going to suspend it until like the whole Disney deal goes through. And try to decide at that point, like just let Disney decide and spend the money.
I hope not. Because that would be a long time. That'd be like 2 years before we saw anything else.
Yeah, because like that deal's not going to go through for 18 months.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm interested to see, and that because with this being the season finale, that's where I think, okay, well, what's going to happen? Are we going to end on a cliffhanger, or are we going to end on a we could end the show here? You know what I'm saying?
I think you're going to get a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where like this is gonna be like I guess there's gonna be a little bit of ambiguity.
Yeah,
I would say that's gonna allow people to be like, well, if it ended here, I guess that's all right. But at the same time, like it could keep going from this one point.
And I think we're gonna see the Struckers do the hand holding.
I think so.
Screw some stuff up.
Yeah, I think they're gonna like blow everything, whatever it is. Like they're not going to hold back after this.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be brutal.
Yes,
I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, I guess that means we got 2 weeks until we return right here for Gifted Talkers.
Maybe for the last time.
Maybe, hopefully not. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. Make sure you join the conversation. Use the hashtag Gifted Talkers. Make sure you're checking out cinelinks.com, all your other news, reviews, editorials, and more. You want to keep it there. Matt, go ahead. Put yourself over.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Move the Joystick. And don't forget to check out more updates on UGF at Cinelinks UGF. We've got a tournament coming up that is going to be right before Super Bowl. It's going to be the Madden NFL Classic. And it's the largest tournament we've ever put together. 16 competitors going against each other for the top prize in the Madden NFL Classic, and it's going to be insane.
Absolutely. Cannot wait to see that. I make my gaming return in the Madden Classic. Really excited for that. You can find me at Real Jackass BC, RealJackAssBC. It is what it is. We'll be up on Cinelinks this week on Thursday. This week is the best films of 2017.
Ooh,
make sure to check that out because it was interesting. It was a fun time.
I'm wondering now what could have been your best film of 2017.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Wonder Woman was mine. I'm not on this episode, but Wonder Woman was
Wonder Woman was a good one. Wonder Woman was good guess too. Very good guess. So, all right. Until next time, guys. This has been another great episode of The Gifted, episode 3x1. Can't wait till 2 weeks. We'll see you then.
Thank you for listening to Gifted Talkers. Views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect those of the Offshoots Radio Network, the Jackass Station, or Cinelinks.com. For all your news, reviews, editorials, and more, keep it on Cinelinks.com.